Bye bye blues, bye bye blues. Bells ring, birds sing, sun is shining, no more pining. Just we two smiling through. Don't sigh, don't cry, bye bye blues. Hello. Bye Bye Blues. That Bye Bye Blues, that was a giant hit in 1930. Before, I don't even know if it was a big hit in 1930, but the song is called Bye Bye Blues. Bye Bye Blues. This is that song that's by a team of writers. This is like a whole writer's room got together to write this song. I'm going to tell you the names of the people who wrote the words and the music. There was a Fred Ham with two M's, Fred Ham. There was a Dave Bennett. There was a Bert Lone or Lown and Chauncey Gray. I wonder if those guys had any other hits. Bye bye blues, bye bye blues. Bells ring, birds sing, sun is shining, no more pining. Just we two smiling through. Don't sigh, don't cry, bye bye blues. Hey Jeffrey, bonsoir. Hey Mobius, nice to see ya. Thanks. Hey Richard. Oh Jesus, that's so sad. I saw your email earlier today. I'm so sorry to hear about your cat. Oi. Sending my condolences. There's nothing harder, there's nothing sadder than the loss of a pet. My God. All right, hang in there, Richard. So sorry to hear that news. Oh, man. Well, Bye Bye Blues, I guess, is appropriate. Bye Bye Blues. Okay, the cat was 18. That is, well, it's never great to hear, but that's a good long life, but it does not mitigate the sadness of losing a loved one, be they biped or quadruped. Very sorry for your loss. Oh man. Yeah, that's the worst. We lost a few dogs over the last few years. They're buried outside right here. And yeah, that's the saddest. Saying goodbye to the pets, to the because the pets, the animal companions are just pure, unadulterated, unfiltered love and affection in both ways. So the Pope warned last week that we care more about our pets than we do humans. Well, I think he's probably right, but on the other hand, I don't know that that deserves a warning. I almost feel like that's a sign of emotional evolution to be able to care for other species that much. Yeah. Well, I'm going to play this. I don't know if it's... Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. I don't know, that felt like maybe appropriately solemn. Okay, something upbeat. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds from now on. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Nothing but blue skies from now on. All right, I'm wishing, well, Richard and anyone else who's suffered a loss, blue skies. All right, apart from that, how's everyone doing? Oh, Blue Skies, your favorite song, yeah. Oh yeah, you actually started singing that the other day on the phone, out of the blue. Out of the blue. I think what happened was we were commenting. It was blue skies up here. It was gray skies down in New York. I said blue skies, and you started singing. Irving Berlin, 1927, Blue Skies. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds from now on. All right. Oh, on the banjo, nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice seven. There's 7 chords in that song, and singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. That's a great song, Kathy. That's a really good one. Is that in my book, or can I look that up? I'm gonna look that up and see if I can do that. That's on the money. That's on the money. Look at my giant knuckles. Excuse them. That's why I think you need to have a big monitor with the keyboard below, so you don't have to see the giant knuckles. Singing in the rain. I think I did this on the show not long ago. I'm singing in the rain. This is that glorious A minor 7 chord where you can play it with one hand. Look, Ma, no hands. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain. Whew. Oh, there's more. Dancing in the rain, I'm happy again. I'm singing, dancing in the rain. Dancing and singing in the rain. Hey, Rafi, how you doing? All right, my nephew has tuned in and he's practicing on his guitar at the same time. Okay, I should just call out the chords. I should have a little app where while I'm playing, it's just showing the chords. And then we could all strum along. We could have a strum along. That beautiful song is from, I think it's 1952, Singing in the Rain. Let me do a little DJing. I'll do a little DJ. 1952 film, Singing in the Rain. Gene Kelly, 1952, Singing in the Rain. Singing in the Rain, coming at you on WYTB, YouTube, FM. Singing in the Rain, release date April 11th, 1952. Oh, I have a friend whose birthday is April 11th. Look at that. Singing in the Rain. Directed, oh my God, directed by Gene Kelly, directed himself in that movie. What a genius. Mamma mia. Gene Kelly and Stanley Donen. The music was composed by Arthur Freed, Nasio Herb Brown, and Lenny Hayton. Whenever I watch Gene Kelly in that scene, my first thought are those shoes are ruined. You know, my friend Ronan Swark, the journalist from Argentina, I talked about this 2 weeks ago, the night that I did my diner show. I did a show from the diner because his show ended right around 9 and I was able to hop into the Westway Diner on 9th Avenue. So during Ronan's show, he does a little kind of reference and riff to the Gene Kelly dancing and singing in the rain thing, including the moment where with his umbrella, he then strums it a couple of times like a ukulele. Very cool. I'm also curious if Singing in the Rain won any Oscars. I'm singing and dancing in the rain. Do 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 do. La da da da. Listen to this. The budget for Singing in the Rain was $2.5 million. The opening weekend, it grossed $13,000. And then the gross in the US and Canada was 1.8 million. And then the worldwide gross was 2 million. It seems to me like it lost money. Wow. Nominated for 2 Oscars. Was it a money loser? That would be interesting. That just goes to show you, the public doesn't know anything. What does the public know? To quote Henrik Ibsen, the majority is always wrong. Um, Also, as I once mentioned on the show before, I think that the opera Carmen, when Bizet wrote it, it closed after like 18 performances or so. It was a flop when he died. When he died thinking that that show of his was a flop, and it went on to be the most popular opera in the whole repertoire. There, I got to say the word repertoire. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again, happy again. I think that's called a melisma when you go happy again. It's like a sliding between two notes on the same vowel. It's what Dean Martin does a lot of. I'm happy again. And you know what? Sometimes it sounds smoother and cooler to not do it and just go like, I'm happy again. It's sort of even, I don't know, more stylish. It's funny. I saw Mel Torme in an interview on, oh, I think, Dad, you might have sent me that. Torme explains to the interviewer how to be a jazz singer, it's good to have all these tricks up your sleeve, like to be like a trick pilot. But you don't always have to be doing the loop de loops, but knowing that you're able to do that. It was a great little interview. I loved it. Oh, we have raindrops, which we did the other night, but in the I'm going to keep going with these songs on the subject of rain and clouds. Look for P.T. Barnum. Nobody ever lost money underestimating the taste of the American people. Hey, Sarah with an H. That's such a funny screen name, Sarah with an H, because you write it without an H in the screen. So Sarah with an H, but without an H. I love it. My nickname is Camp. Yeah, the Velvet Fog. The Velvet Fog. I want to see if I missed any. Oh, it's one of the most popular. Yes, Mom. That's Singing in the Rain. That might be the most iconic Hollywood movie scene ever. Also, you're supposed to believe that it's a New York street, but when the camera, I think it's like on a crane. There's a crane shot at the end where the camera rises and the cop steps into frame. The cop kind of interrupts the dancing. It's a little moment of fascism in the middle of that. It's like a police state moment, as though dancing is illegal. It's like a footloose moment. But at that moment, you see that that the street curves, and streets in New York don't curve. There's maybe two or three streets that curve, so it's clearly shot on a. Not that there was any doubt, but it's clearly shot on a giant movie studio lot in Los Angeles. But it's supposed to be a New York street, I'm pretty sure. Dancing and singing in the rain. Do 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 do. Look for the silver lining whene'er a cloud appears in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining, and so the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining and try to find the sunny side of life. Somewhere the sun is shining. Look for the silver lining whenever a cloud appears in the blue. It's funny because it's almost like two messages in one. Look for the silver lining. So a silver lining, obviously, like a cloud, that's not, it's, cloud isn't something you want, but look for the silver lining on the cloud, something nice that comes along with the thing that's not nice. A little wabi with your sabi, a little yin with your yang, a little lemonade with your lemons. That's the silver lining. Okay, that's one message. If you see something crappy, look for what's snappy in it. Okay, we get that. But then later in the song, in this very short song, he says, Jerome Kern wrote the music, and Buddy De Silva wrote the words. Here's what he says. So we got the silver lining idea. Look for the good thing on top of the bad, or next to the bad, or lining the bad. But then he says, remember, somewhere the sun is shining. That's a totally different message. That's, I'm looking at things being bad, but over there things are good. Somewhere the sun is shining. That's different than looking at the bad thing and saying, okay, there's something good in this seemingly bad thing. But then he says, remember, somewhere the sun is shining. A slightly different message, I think. Another great one about rain. Oh, Dreams. Fleetwood Mac. That's okay. Dreams, yeah. You make me happy with things you do. Oh, you make loving fun. Oh, that's a different Fleetwood Mac song. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Yes, that's a great one. Thank you, Z. Hey, Mary in Chicago. Thank you. Hello. Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. I don't know that one. Up on the Roof. Purple Rain. Oh my God, that's a good one. I would not attempt Purple Rain in any case, and especially not. Oh, Annie Lennox, Here Comes the Rain Again. I wouldn't attempt Purple Rain, period, for all kinds of reasons, but I think Purple Rain on the ukulele could be kind of funny. Oh my God, Mobius says, I made a beautiful bubbler fountain today for my garden. That's amazing. Okay, that's another good rain song. Okay, this one I want to sing. Now, Stephen Foster, this song feels to me like it has a bad history. I don't know if it does, but here it is. No, I'm not going to do that song. I'm going to do another one by the same guy. There it is. But I'm going to switch up the lyrics. I wish it would rain. Okay, I'm going to go over all of these songs in the comments when the show is over. I want to make myself a nice list of rain songs. Songs for a rainy day. That would be a good name for an album. Maybe it exists already. You worked for Prince. Wow. Leslie, I want to hear about that. Yes, pre-climate change, Mom. I hear you. Things are different. Oh, Purple Rain. Oh, all right. I'm going to try Purple Rain just because it's such a bad idea. I love it. I'm going to try that after I give you this one. Way down on the Gowanus River, far, far away. The Gowanus River. That's where my heart is turning ever. There's where the old folks stay. All up and down the whole creation, sadly I roam. Still longing for thee, still longing for the... I had a good word for this, a good Brooklyn word for this. A hard rain's gonna fall. That's a good one also. Oh, Riders on the Storm. My God, there are a million songs about rain. Still longing. Maybe it's mass transportation. Okay. Still longing for the mass transportation and for the old folks at home. All the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, how my lonely heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home. All round the little farm I wandered when I was young. There's many days I ba ba da da ba ba da da da. All right, I've lost interest in the Swanee River business. I'm totally distracted by this idea of seeing on the fly if Purple Rain can be if we can do anything with this. You know what? This is such a hard song because in the verse, it's sort of like he's davening in the verse. He's just sort of chanting. It's not really melodic in the verse. I never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. All right, I'm going to try this for tomorrow. I'm going to leave this alone. This is just the ghost of Prince is looking down on me and shooting daggers. Leslie says he was the most talented musician. He taught himself every instrument. Incredible performer. Yeah, there's that amazing video. Of course, he has a great catalog of songs, and I think, he played a lot of instruments and he played virtuosically. There's that famous moment. It's like a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame moment where he does a solo that goes on, and it's incredible. And then, it's While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Look that up if you can. Go on YouTube. Well, you're on YouTube. But when the show is over, on YouTube, search for Prince playing While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And George Harrison's son is one of the people in the performance. He's playing acoustic guitar. And then Prince does this solo that's just amazing. And when the solo ends, he just does this incredible theatrical move where he just throws his guitar. He throws his guitar straight up in the air and it just disappears. Where clearly, like they had planned it, I guess. Some stage crew is above him and grabs it, but it's such an incredible effect. It's transcendent. Hey Warren, hey Nancy, nice to see you. Buckets of rain, buckets of rain, buckets of hands, buckets of rain. There's a hole in the bucket. Oh, raindrops keep falling on my head. Yeah, let me give that another look. I think I did that just 2 nights ago. Oh, maybe even it was last night. I don't know. Raindrops keep falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job, those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. But there's one thing I know. The blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Ba-ba-ba free. Nothing's worrying me. That's a little bit of raindrops keep falling on my head. That was one of those songs. Oh, that was another one. I think from K-Tel Records. When I was a kid on TV, there was always these. They would always have these ads for K-Tel Records presents, and one of the songs was "I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way." Who? Oh, oh, that's Jimmy Cliff. Wait a minute. Did he? Is that his originally? No, I think that was a cover, right? Who sang the original? I can see clearly. Oh, Johnny Nash. That's what it is. There it is. Number one, 1972, on the billboards. A singer who's I can see clearly now reached number one on the billboards, and oh, he passed away in October of 2020. I wonder if that was COVID. The guy who wrote that song, or who made it famous, Johnny Nash. He died in October 7th, 2020. Johnny Nash. It didn't specify a cause. Wow, Johnny Nash. Yeah, so that would have been exactly the era when I was a little kid, and this was topping the charts. Okay, I gotta look at the chords for that also. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. I didn't know that lyric till just this second. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. I always thought it was hanging on. Had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. I feel like that was also a pharmaceutical ad, wasn't it? Didn't some pharmaceutical use that? I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Look around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look ahead, nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, so bright, so bright, so bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Okay, that's a nice note to end on. Even though the note itself was a little too low, but Johnny Nash, I'm so glad that I looked that up. Do 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 do. Hey, Blue Lady, welcome, welcome. Time is an illusion, so you're not late. This book explains it all. It's called The Order of Time by Carlo Rovelli. It turns out, Kurt Vonnegut explains in Slaughterhouse-Five this idea that the past and the present. The opening line, I think he says, Billy Pilgrim came unstuck in time. So suddenly past and present, past and future, they're all slammed together, which always struck me as kind of accurate. I don't know why, but it turns out it's true. If you look at the physics, if you look at the underlying science, this guy Carlo Rovelli, uh, Dad, thanks for lending this or loaning it to me. The Order of Time. It turns out, in some actual scientific way, there is no past and present and future. It's all an illusion. Anyway. All right, JX. Did you ever sing with a band? I never sang with a band. I sang with orchestras, though. All right, thanks, everybody. Let me just, I'm going to play the outro. We're a little bit into overtime. We're into overtime, and if I go into overtime, my landlord is a real jerk about this. My landlord, when I go into overtime with the show, the studio owner sends the studio manager who comes in with some medieval, like a mace and other things to drive me out. Because the next show comes into the studio right after me, and there's a lot of animals. They have a whole animal act, and they have one of those pianos that Mary, you sent me a video of that. One of those pianos that's it's like a bicycle and a piano, so it makes a big. Yes, Carlo Rovelli is a bit confusing, the book, but not so confusing like a Brian Greene or like the other physicists. The Order of Time. I recommend it. If you want it to be even more confusing and you don't speak Italian, read it in Italian. Okay. I'll be here at 9 always, every night at 9 always. When you're out of wine, all day long been crying, I'll be here at 9 always, always. Days may not be fair always, that's why I'll be there always. Not just for an hour, every night at 6 if you're in LA, otherwise it's 9 always. Thank you very much for tuning in. Wow, we did a lot of music tonight. I was going to also solve some major problems of international relations and interpersonal relations and intergalactic relations. I got to none of that. So if you're interested in solving problems of intergalactic relations, international relations, or interpersonal relations, please tune in tomorrow. I will be covering all of that material every night at 9. Thank you, Art. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much for your eyes and for your ears and for whatever other organs you bring to bear when you tune into the show. See you tomorrow evening. Thank you, Nancy. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you all. Thanks.